Safe mic. Well, this is new. I've never done comedy on a beach before. Yeah, there's a bunch of comedians, so they asked me not to go long, and not going to be a worry on that one. Thought I'd tell you a few short stories. Dad bod. I'm beginning to think that the virgin that we threw down into the volcano there wasn't really a virgin. Like this year, holy shit, 2020 so far has started off like the reservoir tip of a dollar store condom. Like really, if 2020 were to have a safe word, it would be yes. Yeah, it's just nuts. It kind of blew my mind that I've got friends that have actually stopped using rolled bills to do coke with, for health reasons. A little bit crazy. I did like the fact that they actually closed the churches, though, and that surprised me and made me happy because it's going to help stop the spread of the virus, and it also helped like the transmission of COVID to get cut down as well. I like that joke because, well, I was raised by a single mom in the 70s in a non-religious household because, the last thing we needed was another absentee father. Does anybody here think that maybe, just maybe, we should have let COVID actually just run its course? Because I decided to do a little bit of research. Only 5% of the people affected by it are under the age of 45. 75% are over the age of 65. Now, I don't mean to sound cruel here, but I'm a 48-year-old renter, and I'm really looking for a buyer's market. I guess a little bit about me. I was married and divorced twice before the age of 30. Because as you can tell, I make wise decisions. The first one, she was 18, I was 19. We were young and in love, and she was pregnant. The second one, has anybody here ever sobered up after a year to discover you married an escort that you used to party with? My man. I can tell you, marriage, at such a young age, marriage was a huge learning experience. The first one taught me that you cannot not unsleep with her best friend, no matter how hard you try. The second one taught me she can't unfuck half of Port Alberni. That's a true story. I actually have a son with my first marriage.
What's her name?
What was her name?
What's your name?
John. I am a John. Married an escort, and I'm a John. There you go. Yeah, I have a son with my first wife. It was a short marriage, but I totally took care of my responsibilities. I paid all my child support, had him every other weekend, paid for his college. I was the responsible dad. With my second wife, I've got 2 abortions and a vasectomy under my belt. Nobody can ever call me a deadbeat dad. I always took care of my kids. I can also tell you that marriage being a learning experience taught me at a very early age I've never been into period sex. Period sex. Not down for it. I have always sucked at accents, and those costumes, I cannot afford them. They are bloody expensive. Don't even know. Oh shit, that's loud. I'm recently seeing a really nice woman, and she's got the smallest hands, which is great for a guy's ego. She actually convinced me into taking a dick pic and made me a bit of a dreamer because the camera adds weight. I almost wanted to go off and buy myself some magnums because I was always taught to dress for the job you want, not the job you have. Yeah, fun stuff. I'm actually a single guy now. I'm technically single, living in Nanaimo.
By the sea.
Yeah, exactly. Nanaimo is Surrey during the 80s minus all the culture and charm. Like, this is a good example of Nanaimo. I was walking down the harbor the other day, and I can't make this shit up. I heard a woman yell at the top of her lungs, "Stop trying to fuck your dad." It's a charming place. Maybe 5 minutes after hearing that, I had a homeless guy ask me for change. I didn't have any, so I had to say no. Then as I'm walking away, he asked me if I had any weed. And I'm thinking, dude, no, I'm not going to give you weed. That's just going to make you hungry later. Besides, I'm technically one of the last people that would actually have weed nowadays because my job has random drug testing. And I was suspended all of last July for testing positive for THC. THC. Has anybody here ever smoked a $5,000 joint? Do you know how much cocaine I could have bought for $5,000 and still passed a urine test? Do you know how many hot chicks I could have had sex with because I had $5,000 worth of cocaine? Like, I'm a bit of an old-fashioned guy, so I'm not about to pay for it, but I'm totally in for bartering for it. Like, I've got something you want to bury your nose into, you have something I want to bury my nose into. I think this is a win-win. I believe they call that a quid pro blow. But I got no idea what my time is, so I'm just going to leave you on this. And it is, listening to this voice, I find it amazing I can ever get laid with a voice like this. Because this is not the sound of romance. This is the sound of CBC radio. Like, can you ever imagine hearing dirty talk from a voice like this? Did you like that? How does that make you feel? It's okay to cry. That's going to be my time. Y'all have yourselves a wonderful night.
John Tate, ladies and gentlemen.